Hi folks, back again. Right, what should we do with this one? Well, I like meadows. I like saltmarsh. I think saltmarsh is probably my favourite. So let's do a sort of a well, we'll have a little bit of coastal. Put a bit of a bush there, and we'll have a bit of water coming in there. I've done this a lot of times now. In fact, last week I demonstrated it. I did a large 18 by 12 inch painting of my idea of Chichester Harbour area. Now we're going to put blue trees along here, or bluish trees, to give the depth. So what sort of sky shall I put in? What light on the horizon? That goes without saying. So I'll use a bit of this linseed oil, and we use a bit of burnt sienna, a bit of that. That'll be the horizon anyway. So that's my backdrop for the. Put a little bit of air into that where I'm going to put the trees. I like sort of streaky skies. Just have blue, Payne's grey, some white. Too much ultramarine there. So I'll just work that in. I love painting skies. Just put paint on and be random with it, and then develop it. You can change quickly whatever you put on. Oh, we'll get some more of that dark in here. I bought this brush about an hour and a half ago. It's really good. £14 though. And I pay. This is another number 10 graduate brush. This is a number 10 Winton, which is Winsor & Newton. Oh, it's a lovely brush. But these ones were about a third the price. The Pro Art Graduate, Data Rowney ones. But unfortunately, where I bought them, the range, they got rid of their lovely art department in favour of putting a load of space over to a supermarket. An Iceland supermarket, or outlet anyway. I like Iceland. We've got an Iceland up the road from us, and we buy prawns and stuff there. Do some lovely Atlantic prawns, raw. Can do some lovely paellas with them. Let's just get some other colour in that. Seems to have got a lot of yellow mixing in with my yellow ochre. Clean the brush. I always give the tip that you don't need to use solvents, the smelly, dangerous solvents with your oil painting. You can just use a towel to clean the brush as you go, or you can dip it in some linseed oil and clean it that way as you go. Non-toxic. And I clean them in washing up liquid. So let's get a bit of movement in that sky if I can. Oh, that wretched! No, that's. I've mixed in some yellow in with that. Okay, well that's a sky. A bit of impasto, I think. Take your clouds off of the page. Right, we go. Oh, I like that. I've got some light behind here. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to change the brush now. I want to put it in the background. So there's our horizon along there. I'll put some blue in first, or blue and Payne's grey, and white, of course. Put it on the blue side. I can put some warmer colour in front of some of this. This is the bank across this bit of salt marsh. The area of Chichester salt marsh is quite a large expanse of inlets on the south coast. Really beautiful. We spent many hours walking around the salt marshes when we were camping with our trailer. Okay, now we'll put a little bit of a warmer greens in there. So my usual way of painting greens is with blue and red and yellow, or blue and yellow, or Payne's grey and yellow, and a bit of red. Right, now I'll put in that one later, but I'll just do a bit on that tree there. So let's add some yellow ochre to that. Every week when Parliament is actually sitting, we've got a programme for about 12 o'clock, Prime Minister's Question Time, and it's very entertaining. And because it's so popular, they kept it going. Years ago, Boris Johnson's in full flight against Starmer Smith, the Labour opposition. He's wiping the floor with him, actually. It's hilarious. A bit of Just get a little bit of light on the top here. A bit of that. Oh, that's quite a nice bush, isn't it? We've got a bit of shadow in here, but we can put a little bit of greeny stuff in there, just to break it up a little bit. Now I'll do that, the back of that, across here, but I'm going to use that brush, I think. A bit of oil, and we want plenty of light colour in this. I'll just move aside, just go bang, 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 bang. Now we're more or less straight there. A little more white in there. And we want a bit of dark in there for the stalks and the mud and everything else. So we'll have a bit of Payne's grey, bit of burnt sienna. Oh, a bit of red. Bit of muddy colour. Soften it. I've not used this mix for the salt marsh before, but we can get a bit of ochre in there, here and there, just to tone it down a little bit. Now we'll put some water in. Take the brush. Now we're going to reflect a little bit of that bank. And reflect some of that sky, so a bit of grey sort of colour. Just a sort of stipple. Bit of that, bit of a lighter colour, reflecting the sky. Right, now I'm going to put a bit of a bush coming out of there. So here we go. So we can use Payne's grey. Payne's grey is a lovely mix with the yellow. But I've added the black or the Payne's grey to the yellow. It'd be better if I did the other way around. But yeah, anyway, so let's just get a nice counter change there. Right, okay. Now we can have some fun with this meadow bit here. I'll just bring this down a bit. So we've got a nice bit of counter change there. More Payne's grey in there. Oh, what was that? Okay, now we go get the rough old brush here, and we'll do the stipple in there. And I'll probably put some lighter bits on those foreground trees there. When I say foreground, I mean foreground at the distance. So plenty of oil. Let's have a bit of green. Mix a bit of yellow ochre with that. grasses. Against the dark in, there you can counter change against the dark. There's just a touch of blue and burnt sienna. It's a lovely colour, blue and burnt sienna. Lovely rich dark. I'm going to use a rigger to go in there. I want some lighter grassy colours now. So the ochre. These are your grasses going in. Always put a poppy or two in, or three in this. Right, I'm going to put a bit of that grey colour in here. Just put some light in there, and I'm going to use a rigger. Now I can use white spirit with the rigger. So what I do, I just wanted to dilute the paint. So I'm just, oh God, I can't even undo it. Oh God. So I just pour a little bit in the lid, just a tiny bit. That's safe, so I don't knock it over. It means to buy another bottle of that. But I don't clean my brushes in it. I just use it to, lost my rigger now. So just to dilute a bit of paint, so a bit of black, or a bit of paint grey, a bit of yellow. It's probably a bit obvious in there, but right, okay, well that sort of didn't really work, but I'll just get my stipply brush back and okay, that'll do for that. Get some lighter stuff in here. And that's why I put the darker colour in, so I could counter change. And we'll put in some poppies, light poppies, bit of oil, bit of red. That's a bit not red enough. Just a little bit of white. Okay, well, I was going to do a little bit in that background, wasn't I? So just catching a bit of light. Right, that'll do. Right, well, that puts that in the frame. Just dismantle everything. I'm really pleased that I've gone back to my original Canon camcorder leg rear that my daughter gave me. It's only been used 4 times, and I've used it for 4 or 5 years, and it's been a good friend. But the problem was that Windows Movie Maker would not open the MOV file that the Canon. Now I don't know what I'm talking about here. It's all jargon for me, but I had to compress the files to make it compatible, so that I could then download it to YouTube. And but now OneDrive does it all. It converts it in seconds. Absolutely fantastic. So I can locate it and then upload it to YouTube in a normal time. Absolutely brilliant. I needn't have spent £60 on a camera that I haven't received yet, and it could probably be a load of rubbish. £60 camcorder. But we'll see. We'll see. Right. Oh, I'm supposed to be putting that in the frame. I got carried away. I've lost the picture now. Oh, there it is. Right. I'll just pull the pins out of my back frame. It was a photograph frame, and I painted it umpteen times just to display the picture. Right. Put it in. Turn it over. Try not to drop it, and put a couple of pins in. It's a plastic frame, I wouldn't think so. Okay, here we go. Well, that looks okay, doesn't it? Oh, there we are. So I'll get that uploaded now, and I'll go and cook our dinner. I hope you enjoyed that one, folks, and give me some feedback on the quality. I haven't adjusted anything since I started using it again about 3 days ago. The other one I bought, the Legria 406, a lovely camera. I bought it on eBay for £80. It was second hand. But when you plug in the charging cable, it's quite a thin cable, it goes into a sort of like a very poorly thought out designed socket, and there's a little tab in it that you have to locate, but if you're not careful it bends, and it bent one too many times and snapped off, so the camera is useless now. So I don't know what to do with that camera. It'd be good for spare parts now, I suppose. It would cost probably an arm and a leg to get it repaired. Probably not worth it. Anyway, see you soon. Bye bye.